the Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode 88. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co-host Joelle.
Yo,
With me, Gino couldn't make it on today, but she will be back next week, the next episode. Um, Thank you all for joining us for another live episode as we go live on our YouTube channel right now.
yes, sir.
Um, I know it's a different time schedule,
Yep,
different timely schedule.
and even though it is Clash at the Castle Day,
Yep,
that's not on the game plan today. If you want, the episode's up already.
exactly.
2 episodes ago, you could go check that out for our predictions. But today, what we talking
Doing
about,
all
Nick?
out. We're doing
There
all
we
out
go.
today. Instead of waiting for tomorrow, we're just
Yeah,
doing it
we'll
right
do it the day
now.
before.
Exactly. I think the match card's already set for all out. I don't think they're
Yeah,
gonna add any more matches, so might as well do it today. And thank you for if anyone's joining now or eventually gonna join. Especially it's early on a Saturday. Um, so thank you all for joining. Go subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, um, and literally anywhere else we could be found. Enough of me talking. A long match card. We're only gonna do the predictions for the main card. It's 15 matches in total.
that's crazy. And what?
Yeah,
But you know what? They don't have pay-per-views like that, so I
yeah,
give them a pass. 15 is crazy, but a lot of them aren't going past
like 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are like, but I know a lot of people complain about the long cards. I give them a pass though because of that, because they only have pay per views every couple months. But 15 is a lot.
yeah.
Not
The,
gonna
the only
lie.
reason why I'm giving them a pass
Not
for
even
this,
gonna lie.
the only reason why I'm giving them a pass for this one is because I don't have to wake up early the next day for work, so I'm good.
It's
I'm
very
good.
true.
I don't gotta wake up next day. I'm off, so I'm
That
not.
is true. I think
But
that's also why they did go off on
yeah,
the card. But also they gotta finish all these storylines that they got
yeah, that is
going
true
on.
because they have a lot of storylines
Would
going
you
on.
question? Would you count this or Double or Nothing as their WrestleMania, like equivalent?
Hmm, that's a good question. I think the reason why people are saying Double or Nothing because that was the first pay per view they've done. Even though
I
it
feel you.
is a bigger fight fuel, I think All Out is because that was like
I would think so
the
too.
bigger deal.
Yeah.
It was because that was the first All In. That would set the bar for all of them. That's what kind of started everything.
Yeah.
So I guess that I would consider that the WrestleMania of AEW.
Gotcha.
Instead of Double or Nothing. Yeah, Double or Nothing they're the two biggest ones, but like Full Gear and Revolution are like they're good pay per views, but they're not like the ones that people.
They're the SummerSlam and Survivor Series.
Yeah,
They
so like
got their big four right now.
I think I would say Double or Nothing is at the
Double
Royal
or
Rumble.
Nothing. Okay.
The Royal
Okay.
Rumble, and then All Out's like the bigger one. You know what I mean? It's like it's close,
Got
but it's
you.
like I would
Got
say
you.
Double or Nothing is a Royal Rumble. All Out's the WrestleMania. That's how I look at it.
I look at it more like All Out is WrestleMania. Double or Nothing's more like a SummerSlam.
Oh, really?
That's how I always put it. That's how I feel for it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
feel like that's the kind of vibe it gives off to me.
never thought of that. I just
But
thought
yeah,
Double or Nothing was like the like even though it's not the first one, Revolution technically is the first one of the year. But it's like
yeah,
I think Double or Nothing kind of sets up for All Out, but the others don't
yeah.
really do that
I
much.
think everything sets up for the next pay per view except for All Out
Maybe
and Double or
maybe
Nothing.
Full Gear. Full Gear
I
doesn't set
think
up for Revolution. I think it kind of restarts
because
everything.
those
But
are like the two that are just like
yeah,
they're
I think the
there. You're gonna
transition
get a
from
good show, yeah,
yeah
but you're not. It's not like the all week event that they do
yeah
for
they don't
All Out and
do
Double or Nothing.
exactly. But Double or Nothing did All Out the two best. I think Revolution and Full Gear did, like you said, they don't do the all week thing. They do with
Yeah.
right they're doing right now with the Chicago week long thing. So yeah, that's what I
Okay.
think of
I
it.
wanted to know what you thought
Anyways,
about that.
yeah, good question. Good question. First match on the card. I see here. I'm gonna start off with the big one: Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho.
Yo,
Um,
I like the
the,
storyline.
I like I consider this as the custody of Daniel Garcia match. Whoever wins basically gets Daniel Garcia is how I look at it.
And did you also see next week was announced Yuta versus
You're okay.
Garcia for
Yes.
the belt? So
Ooh, that's that. Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
'Cause that's a tricky one because my prediction was that Daniel Garcia was going to join Blackpool Combat Club
Ooh,
this
okay.
weekend. But then if they're going to have Yuta versus Garcia, um, but
Maybe
again,
maybe we got beef in the family. Maybe there's a little beef in the faction.
yeah, but again, you also got to remember later on the card, we also have a ladder match that includes Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. So they're going one on one against each other, anyways. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
We'll see. We'll see what happens
And
with
if
that.
and if so, one of them wins the ladder match, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mox versus a Blackpool Combat Club. So it's we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
anyways, Jericho versus Danielson. Who do you got winning this match?
I think it's gonna be Danielson. I
Yeah,
think this is gonna be a fun match, though. I think this is gonna be dope. Like I've
yeah,
always said, Jericho, even as old as he gets, the man is still entertaining, and he is still putting on good matches.
yeah,
And I think with Brian, this is gonna even be better because he could pull off a good match with anyone. And
yeah.
I feel like they're both that type of way. Like Jericho can make somebody look so good,
Hmm.
and same with Brian. So I think this match is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I
But
think
I
so.
do have Brian winning. I think it just makes sense having
Yeah,
him win. It goes longer in the storyline, like we said with Garcia.
yeah.
Um, and he needs this win after what happened at Double or Nothing, like we talked about.
What
Remember
happened?
that they tapped. He's the one that submitted. That they choked him with the rope.
Yes, yes,
It was
yes.
him. That's why low key nobody's really been thinking about it because they haven't really been talking about it. But that's why he
Anarchy in the
fought
arena.
Hager because
Yeah,
Hager was the one. Because I think it was Hager and Jericho that were choking him, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it
That
makes
that
sense
I
for them
forgot
to
that
be
he
the
tapped
two
that.
in the beef with him.
Exactly, exactly. And we got a comment here from the Wrestling DeLorean. What's good? Let's go to fam.
Yo,
Let's go to Wrestling DeLorean. Thanks for joining in this early in the morning as we talk
yes
about All
sir.
Out. But thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah, I got Danielson too. I think that he kind of needs this win to. I don't think Jericho needs to put himself over, especially if it's not centered around him. Like I said before, it's centered around Garcia mainly.
Yeah,
Like who's that's what the beef started
I think the
for.
only way Jericho wins is if Garcia helps him.
Interferes. That's what I was gonna think because like they don't do those type of interferences often, like where it's like to
Yeah,
distract the
that
referee
is
and someone
true.
wins.
That is true. Now that
They
you say it, they do it
yeah
like events.
yeah like once in a while, like once in a blue.
I think the last one they did it with, if I'm not mistaken, like the big one was Wardlow with MJF with the ring. I think
Yeah,
that was the last time they did like a distractor
I
ref
think
kind
MJF
of
has done it
swerve,
more often than anybody else, but I think
but it's just that old school wrestling in him
yeah
that to get the
yeah
win, the heel gets the heat.
because I wanted Garcia to kind of interfere, like maybe not like distract the ref, but like maybe get the attention from
Maybe
like
on both
the
sides. Maybe like you don't know whose side he's going on, and
yeah.
then in the end it just
One of
you
them gets
swipe it
distracted, and then maybe Jericho does it, and then Danielson just gets the pin or
because
submits
he
him.
could also fuck it up for one of them. Like
Yeah, that's what I
try
was
to
thinking.
help them, but also fuck it up for
I
them.
think because I like we said before, like, I don't think this is the day that he turns on Jericho and joins Blackpool Combat Club because again, like you mentioned, Yuta and Garcia are having a match next Wednesday. You
Yeah,
wouldn't want the first match to be against a Blackpool Combat Club member, right? Especially if they had beef and it's for a title.
that's true.
Like,
But they do have that rivalry going on because they did
yeah,
fight at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view for the belt.
maybe that would be like the day where they like become friends
Yeah,
again. Maybe after the match they show each other the respect.
yeah,
Like, okay, now that we're both in the Blackpool Combat Club, we fought together. That's the second Blackpool Combat Club member I fought because the first one was Danielson. Now we fought Yuta. Maybe the next week he fights Claudio, then
yeah.
Moxley. To kind of
Or
like
it
maybe
might
that's
go the exact opposite, and maybe this is just a way to also get them in front of the crowd and hype you up for Wednesday, having them both come out trying to help their guy, and then ending up in a brawl outside. That kind of distracts one of the other guys. Maybe it distracts Brian, and boom, a roll up or elbow from Jericho, and it's over. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They could do a lot with this. There's a lot
I'm,
going on in this
I
match.
I want Garcia to join Blackpool Combat Club so bad,
I thought
so
he
bad.
would have been the one instead of Yuta. I
Yeah,
think
he was.
he
He
made
was supposed to be.
sense, but I like Yuta too, so I have no
Mhm.
problem with him. And Garcia has been killing it with JS, and he's funny as fuck, entertaining. He yo,
Or entertainer or
yeah,
wrestler.
that kid is amazing, man. He's gonna be big. He's
He
gonna
is.
be big. It's
He is.
just a matter of time.
And I've
Matter
I've
of
I've
time.
always said this too.
Even
I
in the
think
Indies, he killed it before
yeah,
signing with AEW, so it makes sense that he's continuing it.
yeah, definitely agree. Danielson needs to win. He does. I think he does too. Um, I don't think Jericho would need to win this match at all.
Yeah,
Um, I would say maybe like I've always been saying this, like, Blackpool Combat Club needs another young person. Because I thought Takeshita, the guy who left for back to go to
Yeah,
Japan, I thought he would have been the perfect member to join. I think
but
he's
then
in
he
his
went
third.
back. He went
Yeah,
back to Japan.
yeah, and then Garcia is probably the next one because they don't need another veteran in the group.
Yeah,
Because the point of Blackpool Combat Club is to have younger guys, develop younger guys.
it's kind of like what oh my god, I'm forgetting their name right now. It's holy crap, Jericho's crew.
GAS,
No,
Jericho
before
Appreciation
that,
Inner Circle.
Inner Circle. What the fuck? I couldn't think of the name. I was like, holy shit! Like I see the crew
It's
right
been that
now.
long.
I
It's been
just can't
that,
think
yeah,
of it. But that's what that crew was.
yeah,
And now everybody has graduated from that and has moved on. Even
exactly.
Guevara is in and out of JS. He's not really a member, but he's like he's affiliated by association.
Yeah,
Like
because he
he's
was
not
part
in
of.
JS, but he's still showing love to them and gets love from them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But that's what it was. It was to elevate all those young guys. And now when they were ready to move on, got rid of them. And then him and Hager are chilling still together and got a new crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of more younger guys and gonna probably do the same thing with them. I think that's awesome. So it does make sense for all the factions with that's in it to have younger guys for them to kind of like show them the way and kind of help them build their name up.
And even Blackpool Combat Club did the same thing, and then
Exactly.
hopefully I kind of want Yuta and Garcia to be the tag team of the group.
That would be kind
That
of
would be
sick.
sick. That would be sick.
That would be kind of dope.
It would be. That's like what I'm looking forward to. Just put Yuta and Garcia together. It would be amazing together. Trust me. So,
Yeah.
but
That's
I got
dope.
Danielson winning this
Me
match.
too. Me too.
I think he needs
It
this, and
makes sense. It
re-
makes
yeah,
sense.
regardless of Garcia joining Sunday or tomorrow or not, I think Danielson needs this
Yeah.
because because like that's the only thing that's kind of like that's kind of getting me confused is the match on Wednesday. Like, why is that? If he's joining Sunday, why even have that match? But again, we may never know what happens on Wednesday
Because
anyway.
even if he helps Brian, he's not
Because
officially like in the crew
yeah,
till Regal slaps you. You're not in the
yeah,
crew till
and you
then.
bleed with your
Yeah,
opponent. Yeah,
that's
bleed.
so maybe him and you to go at it, have a hell of a match, and that's how he gets it. You know what I mean? He gets
They
the
show
respect.
respect. They
He
show
gets the respect from Regal.
and
Not
Yuta.
only did you show your true colors by helping Brian, you just showed that you're going with the best of the best,
Yeah,
and he respects that.
and then Ryuta shows his respect too. He's like, "I'm sorry," shake hands after the match, and
Exactly. Yeah.
then Regal slaps him. then Regal
Yeah.
slaps. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I got Danielson. Next match.
Hold up. Before we go to the next match, I see that the Wrestling DeLorean podcast
Oh,
talked about
you
Yuta and Garcia as a tag team. I'll
would be fine.
put one even better. Yuta, Garcia, Danielson for the trios belts. Why
Ooh.
not?
Dude, I would even put Claudio, Moxley, and Danielson. That's even I would prefer that, but either way,
Why?
either trio in that group is fine.
Yo, that
Any
you can have
trio,
fun with the trios in that group.
exactly, exactly. Put any three together and it'll be fine.
Yup.
It'll be fine. Um, Next match, Fatal Four-Way for the interim women's championship: Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Hikaru Shida. I'm gonna go with Jamie Hayter actually.
Yo, me
I
too. I was gonna say the same thing. She's turning on Britt. Britt's
exact.
gonna have the match won, and Hater's gonna turn on her
Yeah.
and win the match. I think that's the way to go. Like
Yeah.
I love Toni Storm. Think she's
Yeah.
amazing. But I think having Hater versus Britt first, and then Hater versus Tony, I think that's a good lineup. I
So
think that's a good lineup.
the other reason why I chose Hayter for this match to win is because one, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the interim thing, what's going on, Mikey? What's
Yo,
going on, Mikey? coming back on the live. But even though I'm not the biggest fan of the interim belts,
yeah,
um, what I think what they should do and take advantage of this is give it to Hayter so she can at least say she's, even though it doesn't count as a championship win, she can at least say
it
she.
counts as a
Yeah, but
championship win.
if she wins the match when Dolly Rosa comes back, but
Yeah, but she's still
yeah,
gotta
she's still the
defend it and
yeah,
stuff. She's a champion.
exactly. I mean
You know what I
that's still
mean?
something, you know what I mean? But if she loses the match against Thunder Rosa, that means her title wouldn't count
Yeah.
basically in their terms. But
we've talked about this before. Like we've talked like a 10-minute rant about this,
yeah,
about how you don't like it, I like it. I just like it because it's one of those things that down the line she's gonna have to
It works for
face
Moxie. I
someone.
like Moxie's intro
Yeah,
reign. I respect that. Like I respect like if they can make it work, that'd be cool. But again, like if she happens to lose a match against Thunder Rosa, it wouldn't count technically because like
yeah,
the reign it wouldn't count towards title reign because Moxie's a 2-time champion, not 3-time.
yeah.
If you putting it
I
in their
feel you.
terms,
Yeah,
but
I feel you.
that's what I mean. Like but if you give Hater the win and have her have the championship, it could definitely build her up more.
Well, how long is Thunder Rosa out?
I don't know. That's the thing.
They didn't say anything. They
It
didn't really
I have a
give us
feeling
like
it's
a
gonna be a
timeline.
while. The way she reacted when she announced it made it seem like it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
So, might
So
as well give it to Hater, build
that's
her
what
up,
I'm saying. Hater
and then
versus Britt, then go on to Hater versus Tony.
yeah, give her an awesome reign, and you can build
Yeah,
her up, and then
I think
build her up until like build her up to the point where if she does, whenever she does face Thunder Rosa, it'll be not like believable that Thunder Rosa or predictable that
she's
Thunder Rosa is gonna
yeah,
win it.
yeah. She's
So
not
be
Britt
like, oh,
Baker
okay,
lackey. Yeah,
yeah. So be like, oh, if Jamie Hayter might win. She may retain it. Maybe
exactly.
have her win it. I don't know. But
I
then I
I
would have
would.
said Tony Storm to win it. But the reason why I'm not is because I heard that like Tony Storm was supposed to win it against Thunder Rosa. So maybe that's why they're holding it off. They're gonna
Holding on for that match.
exactly. Maybe they're gonna have Tony Storm actually beat Thunder Rosa for it when she comes back. But that's what
I
I think.
I think I think the interim I think the interim is gonna change hands down the line
Yeah.
before Thunder Rosa comes back to Tony.
Yeah.
I think Tony beats Thunder, and then we get the big Hater versus like Tony rematch.
The Wrestling
Because
DeLorean
because
said
I guess what's up?
funny if both Hayter and Davenport win this weekend since they were a tag team in Stardom.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then yeah, because Davenport's going for the undisputed women's belts in NXT.
yeah,
And I forgot that the NXT the Worlds Collide is happening right before. Yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of
that's a
wrestling this
yeah, it's not
weekend.
a show. I wish we could do an episode for that, but that's a lot of
That's a
fun.
lot
Yeah,
going on.
it's a lot
What
going on.
yo? I have a full plan this weekend. It's Clash at the Castle, the crazy GCW show. Then tomorrow, straight NXT. Even though I don't watch NXT like that. I
Yeah,
love the UK, and I do like the young guys and girls
yeah.
in NXT. I just say guys
I
because it
just
just
watched
makes
the
sense.
takeovers this
But
weekend, not the actual show.
which one?
What they're doing. Worlds Collide. I watched that. I'm gonna watch that.
Oh
That
yeah,
seems gonna be hype. So I watched the one in Dallas they did before
oh yeah.
WrestleMania.
I
Um,
the takeover the
they're
takeover for
still
Dallas
good,
was dope. What
and the
happens
war
with me
games
is
was fire.
I'm just not into the storylines that much, and I
I'm
think that's
into
what keeps me away from watching it every week. I don't think
yeah,
it's not the wrestling. It's not the
yeah.
wrestling at all.
Wrestling is dope.
I think it's just the storylines I'm just not into.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
even now
I'm into the
I
characters
think I
mainly.
watched it for the last 2 weeks, and I think that's what it is. I think it's the characters I'm just like not
Invested.
in. Yeah, like I'm not 100% on, but it is dope wrestling. It's not taken away from them.
Quick
When I
question.
say I don't watch NXT, it's not because the wrestling is trash. It's just because I don't like the storylines.
Quick
But the
question. Quick
wrestling
question.
is dope as hell.
Who's your favorite NXT star right now? Quick question before we get to the next match.
Probably Carmelo, and he's
Carmelo.
coming up soon.
Yeah, he's definitely coming.
And
Definitely
he's
this
coming.
year. For sure.
Yo, when Ricochet came out, right? Somebody put on Twitter and they were like, "Yo, oh shit, Andrew Tate just joined NXT." And once I saw him, I said,
I
"Yo,
can't
I'm
unsee
never
it.
gonna get this picture out my head."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, this is amazing."
What?
And what a random match.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire,
Oh
but it was
yeah,
random. Yeah.
and I think low key Ricochet's winning, so that Carmelo
Yeah.
comes up. I think
Yeah.
that's
I
the,
think so.
and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Put him down there. Why not? He's not doing nothing on the main
Exactly.
roster. Let him develop guys down there for you. And when they get to the main roster, now they've had a vet to work with.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Thanks for joining Wrestling DeLorean. Thanks for tuning in this early, but hopefully we
Yes,
can chat
sir.
soon, and you can definitely join our episode in the future. Hopefully,
Definitely.
definitely. But thanks for tuning in, man. Next match. So you got Jamie Hayter too. You said Jamie Hayter in the fatal four.
Yeah, I think it just makes sense.
Makes
And like I
sense.
said, I think she's gonna hold it. They're gonna build her up. She'll lose to Tony. Tony will fight Thunder Rosa to finally have that match that you'll have like who's the real champion.
Yeah.
And then that's when Tony will win, and then we'll get the Hater versus Tony story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we'll have the story of all that, and then it'll finally come together, and maybe Hater gets a big moment.
Yeah.
Maybe at like a double or nothing.
I hope so.
I would
hope
like that. I like the homegrown AEW talent. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, she was in Indies before that, but like she was never like in a main company. So I count her as an AEW person.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Garcia. You know what I mean?
He was killing it before, but it
He's
was
an
like
AEW guy because he was never like on a main show. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That is
Because
true.
I know people be like, "Oh, but did they train him?" Da, 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 da. Like
Yeah.
Finn's an NXT guy doesn't mean he didn't wrestle beforehand. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Even though he
Yeah.
killed it in New Japan, if you say Finn, a lot of people bring up his work. They'll say
Prince
Bullet
Devitt.
Club,
Yeah.
and then they'll say his fucking matches in NXT. You know what I mean? Because he killed it. So that's like he's an NXT
Why do you
guy.
think they got to NXT? Because they found out about them from outside of WWE.
Exactly. They just don't. Now they like just take people
Yeah.
like
They're doing
athletes out of
tryouts. Yeah.
college. Yeah. But back then it was just. I think now
Signing
they'll
it.
go more into that though. I think now with
Triple H in
real
charge.
quick with Triple H in charge, I think now they'll go back to the indies. Not do like they used to rate them, but I
Yeah.
think they'll do one here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's going on, Kofi? What's going on,
Yo.
baby?
But yeah, we got both Jamie, right?
Yeah, we both got
I
Jamie.
think
We
it
both got
makes
Jamie.
sense. I think it's
It
dope.
makes sense. Yeah, it does. I don't know why it just fits well. It's still a great opportunity to do so.
Yeah, and
To
Britt
build her
doesn't
up.
need it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Britt doesn't need it. She's already a
Neither does Sheeta.
superstar. You know what I mean?
She doesn't
Yeah.
need it either. She hasn't been around in
Get
what
her
months?
away from the title picture.
I didn't even forgot she was still wrestling. I haven't seen her in weeks. And how is she like in
Yeah.
that much? I don't know. But I got Jamie Hater too.
The ranking system.
The Ricky. Yeah, they haven't used that in weeks. I forgot about that.
Yo,
But yeah,
FTR has been like number
number
one for
one.
like 12 weeks,
Well, yeah,
and they're in a fucking 3-on-3 match at All Out. Oh my god.
man. Yeah, we talk about that in a little bit too.
Yeah.
But next match, another trios match. House of Black versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. Has to be House of Black, right?
House
It
of
has to
Black.
be.
House of Black.
Yeah, because
Actually, I don't know.
I don't think they're
Because
gonna
they've
give
been
it
on fire
to.
lately. They've been on fire. I think they could take a loss.
But they lost in the
Um,
first round of the tournament, the trios tournament. So I think that's what I was gonna say. They need this win because of that. Especially they lost to Dark Order. You're gonna have them lose to Sting, Darby Allin, and Miro.
Sting.
It's
I can
like
see. I don't know.
I wouldn't, I would prefer House of Black to win it because again
Yeah, say it. Go. My
it's
bad.
like it's just I feel they've been on not a great run as of late. I mean,
Okay, I feel you.
again, I think they need to be built up as contenders for those trios belts instead of losing to Dark Order and Miro and not Miro. Miro's I don't hate Miro, but Darby Allin and Sting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So I think they need to build up to be threats to those trios belts.
Got you.
Especially if there's all those rumors of Malachi Black apparently wanting to leave. I think you would want to keep him by giving him these big wins and going after these belts instead of just like throwing him on the, like not throwing him under the bus, but just not giving what he wanted to do with House of Black from the beginning.
Yeah.
So get those three big moments, big wins, big opportunities for those trio belts, especially since they're a thing now. Let them do their thing.
I feel you. Listen, I didn't even know about that with the Malachi Black thing. But listen, if he wants
Yeah,
to leave,
he wanted his release this week.
oh, okay, he was the one. I saw that. I didn't see who it was though.
It was rumored that it was Miro, but it wasn't him, but it was Malachi Black.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, title ain't gonna change him not wanting to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let him go. That's why I never understood with companies when they don't give the release. You know what I mean? I think it's just like, yo, if they don't want to be there, no matter what company it is, just let them go, man. What, like, unless you're like in a big storyline, like, did they say if they denied it or anything or no?
I think they denied it. I think they denied the request.
Oh,
But,
okay. Because I was gonna say maybe he'll do this last match, or maybe they'll give him his release. But he is signed for a long time.
He did.
He was one of the first ones that signed a long contract.
Yeah,
because everybody at first,
him and Miro were the first two that signed the big contract.
Yeah, because the first ones were like all 1 year, 2 year contracts. I think he did like a 4 year.
Yeah,
that's another thing. I mean, you gotta take that into account too. I'm one of those people that you stick to your word. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
If you sign a contract, it's kind of like the MJF thing. You wanted more money, but you signed a 2-year rookie contract.
Yeah,
the ratings and stuff is going up for you, but use that to your advantage. When negotiations come up, that's when you start fucking with them and be like, yo, I want more money. Exactly. You don't see the ratings, what I've been doing. Don't just do the shit that he did. You know what I mean? And then makes him, it kind of backfires on him, because then companies might look at that a weird way and be like, what if he does the same shit with us?
Exactly. That's how I was talking to someone about that recently. It's like
Yeah.
it's the same thing in like actual real world jobs and companies. It's like
Yeah.
if you they find out you're going somewhere else in a short amount of time, they're gonna be like, why? Or are you gonna do the same thing with us? Are you gonna
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
something we should be worried about? Like,
That's
are
why
you
they.
gonna
That's
leave me
why in
early?
interviews they ask you, "Oh, what made you leave your last job?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they even call references. It's because of
Exactly.
shit like that.
Yeah. But
So
then it's like
I always looked at it like that, but it's also like both sides. Like I see both sides. Like if he wants to release, give it to him.
yeah,
But you did sign a 4-year contract, and
exactly.
you're what in year 1? Maybe you just getting into
Yeah,
year
but
2.
technically the first time when he got released, he didn't ask for that. They just released him. So it's not
Yeah.
really like he's done it multiple times with other companies.
Oh
If he
no no
wants
no
to go
yeah.
back, let him go back. If he wants to work elsewhere, let
No,
him
but
go
that's why
elsewhere.
I'm saying let him go. But
Yeah,
also he did sign. It's
yeah, yeah,
the balance of the two sides.
yeah,
No, I mean, like I said, I see both sides. Like you let them go, but then it's also like, bro, you did sign a 4-year contract.
yeah.
You should probably just live up to it, and then at the end of those 4 years, just go. I mean, how old is that? Is Malachi?
Must be in like his late 30s,
Oh shit. Okay,
I
so
think.
maybe
So yeah, he may not have. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up right now, Mal.
I think he's like 37.
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. He is 37.
He is. Oh wow, I just guessed.
Yeah,
I just guessed the number. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it does make sense. He got his wife in WWE. She's
hmm
probably in his ear. They're probably like, "Yo, tell him we could do more for him."
Yeah.
So will they do it? Time will tell if he does go.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like the whole when Gargano showed up situation. That was like cool, but what you gonna do with him? Yeah, you know what I
Exactly.
mean,
Exactly.
that's like the other one I saw was Bronson is supposed to come back.
Yeah, Jonah.
Yeah,
He's supposed to go back to WWE.
What
Braun
you
Strowman's
really,
apparently going back
what you
one
really
day.
gonna do with him?
Yeah.
Strowman's done. Strowman's done. You can't do shit with him. Don't even try to build him up as a
Yeah.
monster. Don't even
Yeah,
do
that
it.
is true.
Don't even do
I
it.
think you just be there just to be there. It's like
You're
help.
gonna be there just to be the attraction, the tall guy that gets the title matches but never fucking wins.
Exactly.
Like what you were last time, a fucking joke.
Exactly.
Put the fucking train system with him. Come out
Uh,
with your control your narrative fucking shit.
exactly. And then
Fucking Braun
the
Strowman. Get
sound
the
remember the
fuck
sound
out of
effects
here.
whenever he ran around the ring?
Get
Yeah,
the
and
fuck out of
then
here. I
uh,
um they better not. They better not. But Triple H was like, yeah, fucking, we got Strowman. We're getting all the
yeah.
old guys back. I'm in
That's
charge
not a
now.
flex. That's not a flex. You got Strowman. Like, okay, who cares? But yeah.
Come on, man. But
I
yeah,
got House of Black. I
I got
got
Miro.
Miro's
Yeah,
team.
you
Oh
want to
wow.
ask for your release? You're taking a fucking L.
Yeah.
That's what
Ooh.
Tony Khan's gonna say.
Oh wow. Yeah. I didn't even think
But
about
I
that.
think Miro, he hasn't really been doing anything right now. He needs time to like bring him back into the picture. I think his team takes the win. Not really much for Darby and Sting, but more for Miro.
I would agree with that. I mean, he does need something, especially at being out and in and out here and there with not being on
Yeah,
Dynamite
yeah.
recently. Like I forgot this storyline was going on because I feel like I've never really. I mean, yeah, he's cut like those promos and stuff,
But that's what
recorded
he's doing,
promos.
kind of promos.
Yeah,
He
but I
hasn't
feel like
really
I haven't seen him
been.
wrestle in so long, so it's like
Yeah. Well,
might
isn't
as
he
well just give
still
him something.
filming and shit?
Yeah, that is
I think
true.
it just wrapped up, so I think this is when he's
Yeah,
coming. That's why I think he's taking the win.
yeah,
I think
okay,
this is to
yeah.
bring him back into the full time picture.
This can go either way for me actually. Like I wouldn't mind if Miro's team wins, but again, I think for me personally, both of them need it. I think Miro needs it, like you said, Miro needs it more than Darby and Sting.
Yeah.
But I think it's for House of Black and Miro. It's like who can get the upper hand because at the end of the day, it's really Miro versus House of Black. Darby Allin and Sting just
Yeah.
join to make it easy.
They're just there.
Yeah. So
They
yeah, I
just
wouldn't
got
mind
hit.
either one winning
Yeah.
this match. Honestly. So yeah, I got House of Black. You got Miro and his team.
I got Miro.
Next match.
I got Miro.
Yeah. Not even Sting and Darby Allin. You just got
Nah,
Miro.
Miro.
Yeah. It's 3-on-1, not 3-3. Next match for the TBS Championship: Jade Cargill versus Athena.
If they go with Athena for this,
I was gonna say I want Athena for this.
really, I'm gonna throw up if she wins.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I do want Jade Cargill to continue her reign and her dominance.
Oh,
I do want to
yes.
see that. But it's just at some point it has to end.
Of course.
And the reason why I'm saying Athena for this one is because I think this has been Jade Cargill's best feud since winning the championship. And I think they've done a great job building this up to where I think if Athena wins, it would be a big deal, yes, but it's making it believable that she can beat Jade Cargill.
I
You
feel
know
you.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think if Jade Cargill loses, I think it won't affect her much because I know people are gonna immediately go on Twitter and be like, "Oh, she's buried. They buried her. They're gonna ruin her career." Blah blah blah. And it's
Yeah.
like, shut up. No,
Yeah.
it's not. If she
I
loses,
love
it's
Twitter.
people are gonna definitely go out and say that. Like,
Of
if she loses, she
course.
can take a loss. Not
Of
now, but
course.
it doesn't have to be now.
And then if Athena loses, it's like, why did she even go there just to
Yeah,
get buried? Da, 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 da. It's like,
yeah. It's like
wow,
chill. It
it's one match.
exactly chill. Like she's been doing a great job since getting here, and
Hmm.
hasn't done a terrible job.
Yeah, facts.
It just so happened to be that Chris Statlander got injured. Maybe that was the original plan.
I think that's the person to take it off of. I
Exactly. That
thought
would
that
have
was
been
gonna
that
be the
was
person to take off of her.
but she's gonna be out for a while, apparently. A while.
Yeah.
So it sucks. So I think might as well have it with Athena. Because if she doesn't win, who else can take it off of? Yeah, you can probably name like 5 people. But
You gotta
again, I
build
think
them
it's
up though.
yeah. So if you give it to Athena or just build people up, you know what I mean? Like this is what I kind of expected, like with this whole TBS championship, I kind of expected to kind of go this similar route like the TNT championship did in the beginning, where it was open challenges every week.
Yeah.
They could have done that. Like have Jade Cargill be like, "Oh, and no one can beat me."
But they
Who?
don't really have the deep roster to do that
No, like
with
it could
the
be anybody from
women's.
outside of AEW. You know,
True.
get people who aren't signed, get big names to come through and be like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, this person
I
came
mean,
through."
that's how Eddie got his job.
Exactly.
Calling
Ricky
out, I
Starks
think
got his
what
job.
was that ICW show?
Yeah,
They
Ricky
calls him
Starks
out.
got his job there,
Yeah.
and then I think Warhorse even showed up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Then it's
They had a lot of people come through for that.
exactly. Mark Quinn got a chance. Sonny Kiss got a
Yeah.
chance. Give these people chances. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Why not? Yeah.
better than just not just you know
Sitting around twiddling their
exactly
thumbs.
exactly. Just give people a shot. Even if they're not signed, and then let them do their thing
Yeah.
and have someone win it, and then just make it a big deal. I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, I think Athena would be a great person to take the title off of her. Again, like even if she does, I wouldn't. If she doesn't win it, I wouldn't be mad. But it's
Yeah.
just I think it makes sense to have her, especially with Statlander out,
I
and
feel
like
you. Yeah, it does. I just
someone has to take it off of her eventually. And I think this
I
will be a
think
perfect time to do so.
yeah, I feel you. But I just want them to wait for Statlander to get back.
Yeah, but it's gonna
I
be
would
why?
love for them to. How long is she out?
I think almost a year. Like I
What?
think, or maybe I'm exaggerating. I think it was like somewhere.
Yo,
I think it was like 6 to 9 months, maybe.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I read something because when I read it, it was like, damn, she's gonna be out for that long. But then I
Damn.
think it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna be a while. It's not like it was like an
Probably.
ACL or something. The same
Oh
ACL she tore
shit.
once.
Okay. Well, let's see. Hold up. They give yeah, she tore her ACL.
How does it say how long she's gonna be out for?
Uh,
Are you reading that?
let me see. 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. See,
6 to 8 months.
I would say have
Ah, damn.
Athena win it and then have Salina win it. She gets back. You know what I mean? Or something.
Yeah, but it's not as big of a moment to beat Athena than to beat Jade and stop the reign.
Yeah,
You
that
know
is
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
tough situation. So just because of that, I'm gonna let Jade do her thing for a couple more months and give it back to Jade.
okay,
Let her retain it. Just because of that, I wouldn't mind if she loses, but I feel like that would be like kind of like it's not like I said. It's not as special
yeah,
beating Athena. It's more special beating Jade and stopping the undefeated streak.
yeah, that is
You know what
true.
I mean? Like, yeah, cool, she got the title, but to overcome Jade is another story.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. So yeah, I got Athena winning, but
Okay.
wouldn't be mad if Jade still retains it.
Yeah,
Um,
I could see it happening and building her up and having her be like that unstoppable force. She
yeah,
already is.
she is. Yeah, she's been there.
And people don't like it, but I think she's dope as hell in the ring. I
Yeah, she
think
is.
she's
She's actually
good.
gotten better.
Like
She's gotten better.
awesome. Yeah. I don't know why people hate on her so much. I see a
Yeah, but
lot
she's
of Jade hate for no reason.
and the thing with the baddies is like that's made her even more
Yeah.
like of a how would I say it? Like she's just been she's getting like more I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it, but like she's gotten bigger by getting the
Yeah.
baddies with her.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah.
It's made her like a bigger star. Bigger star. There you go. A bigger
Biggest
star.
star. Yeah. And I think if
Um,
you keep her on for a couple more months and build
I'd say
so
by the end of
much,
the year.
people will start hating her.
Yeah.
That the day that Statlander comes out in like one of those type of brawls and her music just hits, the place is gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
And then we finally get that match, and then she's the one to end the reign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that would be dope. I think so. I say keep it on for a couple more months. But again, like I said, Athena's fine. I just look at it in the long run with Statlander. We all know that this was like her spot.
It was supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, this was supposed to be her spot. So like, it means more. Like I said before, it means more
A bigger
beating
deal.
Jade than
Yeah.
beating Athena. Yeah, beating Athena,
Yeah.
cool. You get the belt, but having that behind you of beating Jade, stopping the reign, stopping the undefeated streak means so much more.
Oh yeah, that is true. And it sucks. She got injured the wrong time. It
So,
sucks.
and it was off of a big boot. I remember.
It was?
I think it was off of just a big boot,
Ah,
if I'm not mistaken.
dang, that sucks.
Like, and it was Jordan Dark, wasn't it?
I have no idea. I didn't even know when she got injured.
Oh no, I'll tell
I
you
just
right
know she got injured.
now. We filmed right here, a quote. We did a live rampage and then we filmed some dark matches. I did a big boot, in which I don't really do often, but I decided to do it. And when I landed, my knee buckled on me. And that's just wrestling, friends.
Yeah, that's wrestling.
People
Happens.
do moves all the time. Like she said, she didn't do it a lot, but she's done it before. And
Yeah.
just freak accidents happen.
Shit happens.
Kind
in
of like
wrestling.
it's kind of like the Seth Rollins when he did the jump and messed up his
With
his
Kane?
ACL2.
That was when he
ACL
did
two,
with the
right?
corner move with Kane. When
Yeah,
tried
that
to
he
flip the
flipped
table.
over. It was his
yeah.
ACL2, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and he did that. He did that move so many times, but that
Yeah.
one time
It just happened to land
yeah,
not the best way.
just a freak accident.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
shit
mean?
happens in wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't
And
you
it's
can't
tough
not go.
because it sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even with the Punk thing, it happened off of a springboard, a move that he's done for years. You
Years,
know what
yeah.
I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just like it just
Yeah.
happens. That's why I get nervous when I see people do springboard.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Well, my favorite wrestler does it all the time, but we're not going to talk about him because
What's up, Everything Pro Wrestling?
But
Thanks for joining our live.
Yeah, but
still
yeah,
got a lot
I got
more
Jade.
matches.
I got Jade.
Yeah, I got Athena. I'm going to the wild card here. Next match: Jungle Boy versus Christian Cage, singles match.
I can't wait for this.
I know. I can't wait to see what happens.
Those low key matches that I'm like, I can't wait to watch this match. This has been building up for so long, and this is why I still say that All Out is the WrestleMania, because this is like where all the big matches happen. Double or Nothing has big matches, but this has like all the long-term storytelling matches.
Exactly. And the matches that end, as we said before, these matches are ending at All Out.
Like this is really like the end of the storylines.
Yeah.
And then we kick off with the new ones.
Yeah. For Full Gear. And then at least
Full Gear.
Yeah.
For like for the new year.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. And then this match is gonna be slap, bro.
Yeah.
This is gonna, especially all the hype it's getting around and how big they're making it.
Yeah,
it's like even though it's not even though it's not like the main event or like the biggest, like, you know, probably Mox and CM Punk is, but even though it's not the biggest draw, it's still a big fight feel of the card. You're gonna be like, oh shit, this match is gonna go down. They're gonna go insanely. They're gonna beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm hoping.
Row.
Oh yeah, I hope so too. That's what I was thinking too. Like his sister, his mom slapping him, and Christian Cage.
Because I still think that heel turn was one of the best heel turns in a while.
Yeah.
Like it was expected, because it was not expected for that day, but it was more like, when is it gonna happen?
Yeah.
We know it's gonna happen the way Christian's acting. But just at
Yeah.
that moment that he did it, it was just dope as hell.
Yeah.
And then the after clip that they got like on their Instagram page of
Yeah.
him screaming at the
Yeah.
family was awesome.
That was
I'm like, yo,
insane.
this
That
is
was so bad. And then everything he's been saying about his family was going in on it. Going
yeah.
in. The promo. And then
Like
they went
yeah, like I've said, Christian has been fucking killing it ever
exactly.
since he came to AEW. People
Exactly.
probably talk shit because he doesn't wrestle all every week. Bro, he's in one of the biggest matches in All Out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You could talk shit all about it. You could even try to downplay the match.
Exactly.
This is one of the best veterans coming back, doing his fucking thing, killing it, and now he's fighting one of the guys that is the future of the company.
Exactly. The one of the
And
pillars.
his job is to make Jungle Boy look good.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Boy's gonna show out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
For
know what I
sure.
mean?
He's gonna
And
go in.
Christian, I think Christian's gonna kill it. I think this is gonna be a dope, fun match. Like
It
you
is.
said, they're gonna beat the hell out of each other. It's gonna be a fun one.
And even though like I kind of loved when Christian Cage was behind Luchasaurus and like that whole change that happened, I fucked with it.
Yeah,
But I still don't mind like him staying with Jungle Boy unless
I still
you think
think.
he's gonna turn on Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I
because
think it's
that's
gonna happen.
why Jungle Boy's gonna show out.
The
Christian's gonna put him over, but Christian's winning.
yeah, but he's gonna outsmart Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
He made Luchasaurus. He made he partnered with Luchasaurus. He probably told Luchasaurus to be like, yo, when Jungle Boy comes back, just
and
go back with him.
Luchasaurus
Pretend you're
still
on his
wears the
side.
all black.
Yeah,
He hasn't changed it. I think
Still
low
same theme song.
key's on Christian's side. I think that would be a cool swerve
Yeah.
moment. And we're like, what? Because a lot of people been calling it, but a lot of people are like downplaying it. Like, no way,
Not
that's
gonna
not
happen, though,
happening.
yeah.
But that would be so cool for that
Yeah.
to happen.
He
And
probably,
have
like I said,
Christian win that way. What a heel way to win. Turn his best friend of years on him
Yes.
and control Luchasaurus.
That's probably what he told him to do. Like, probably like, yo, just go back with Jungle Boy for a bit, pretend you're his friend again, and then when time is right, turn on him, and then come back with me.
Because when
it hit different that first time when he joined it with Christian Cage and
when he came out in the all black,
I was like, I think we were recording that day. We were recording that day, I think, and then we saw the video. I was like, what the fuck is happening? But then I'm like, and then that was cool. It felt different. It felt more badass.
He looked like a monster.
He did
what he should be. You know what I mean? Like when they were in the tag team, it was cool and all, but he was really like in the shadow of Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
He should have been a monster. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like I said, he had that monster feeling. And I think that's what worked too, that he slowed down his style and made you like appreciate every move. And that's such a big guy thing to do. He wasn't just fast paced with it like he was when he was tagging with Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way to do with him. Yeah.
Just make sure you're a big guy. Slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And just be a
build up another big guy.
Exactly.
Build up another big guy. Give me Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. Build up Luchasaurus so much that I think he could take the belt. Yeah, he could. I think he could take the belt off of Wardlow. Right now, I have so low expectations for that. But if they build him up the right way with Christian, having him as a talking piece, having him go out there and kill it. He's great in the ring.
Amazing in the ring. He
hell yeah.
Holy shit. Every tag team match I see him, I'm like, shit, this guy got to go on his own.
And you're like, yo, this guy is this big doing these moves. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So like having him.
The thing is, like, I don't want. Like, this is why I said before. Like, I don't want him to do it during the match to help him, like, help Jungle Boy lose. Just make it so that way after the match he's celebrating. Then like, oh, you're celebrating with your boy. Now not anymore. That's why he picks him up by the throat, chokes him. Jungle Boy turns on him, goes back to Christian Cage. Maybe for Full Gear, it's Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus. Then you have Luchasaurus win there. So that way it's like
because you have that storyline. You just need a mouthpiece.
Exactly.
Like Christian to talk about it. He was in your shadow and he was the best one on the team. Like just hype Luchasaurus up OD and then have that match down the line.
You wouldn't
like
have done anything without Luchasaurus.
Exactly.
Like, literally, you were on his shoulders in the beginning when they first started. Like when they came out in the ring, he was like Jungle Boy was always on his shoulders. Like without Luchasaurus, he wouldn't be that cool. Literally.
Exactly. You have all that to build it up. So I say Christian. Love Jungle Boy. Think this would be a big win for him. But to continue building him up and having this whole thing, I think they could have Luchasaurus turn.
I would say Jungle Boy because if that's the match, Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus at Full Gear,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want Jungle Boy to lose 2 pay-per-views in a row. I would want Jungle Boy to beat Christian Cage,
Nah, he
then
beats
unexpectedly
Luchasaurus. He beats
he beats it.
Luchasaurus. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say the other way around. Luchasaurus beats him,
Mm-mm.
but if
I think I don't know.
yeah, I don't
I
know
don't know
either.
about
But
that.
it can go either
Maybe
way. They
maybe I
could
would
build it
do
up to
that.
where they could build it up to where it's like who knows who's gonna win. Because at the end of the day, we're saying different people. This
Yeah.
will get the minds of everybody. Like, yo, I think Luchasaurus is gonna win, but no,
Because
wait, Jungle Boy.
maybe you have Luchasaurus win, dominating the whole match, but he really wins off of like interference or something,
Yeah,
distraction, and then
it's
at
like
like
he
the
didn't
big
technically. Yeah,
Winter's coming show, that's where you have Christian banned from ringside, and then that's when you give Jungle Boy the big win.
Yeah,
And then that's where you like end that storyline, and then Luchasaurus goes into, I think, the TNT title
oh,
picture.
of course. I still want the same thing.
I
Want to see
think
it.
I think that's where you start moving Jungle Boy up the ranks. I still say in the future, one of the biggest matches that's gonna happen is Jungle Boy. People want to say against Darby or against Sammy. I think Jungle Boy versus Ricky for a belt
Oh
is gonna
yes,
be phenomenal.
it will be. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's gonna be sick as
Underrated.
fuck.
It's an underrated match. I
Yeah,
would want that too. I would
yeah.
want that too. It's
Two
like
AEW guys going at it
yes,
for. Come on,
that would be amazing.
homegrown talent,
Talent. Yeah, that's what
baby.
we're saying. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want to see. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, I got Jungle Boy. I think he should win this match
I feel
over
you.
Christian Cage.
Nah, yeah,
Um,
I feel you too. But when I look at it in the long run, that's why I picked
yeah,
Christian. But I'm not against Jungle Boy winning at all. It makes sense to
it
end the
does.
rivalry. But like I said, if you
It shouldn't go
wanna,
past this year. It shouldn't like by the end of
no,
2022.
but that's what
They
I'm
shouldn't go
saying.
back.
Winter's
Yeah,
coming. Boom. That's
yeah.
the end of them
The future.
fucking
Yeah,
with Jungle Boy, and then that's when they move on.
they move on. Yeah, because it could be
But it
Christian
would
Cage
make
versus
sense for
anybody
this to
else.
be it. Like
Yeah,
if Luchasaurus is chilling, this is it. Christian loses. But
yeah,
if you're trying to build that up, that's why I say Christian.
yeah. It's the same thing.
Fucking love Christian. I love
He
Christian.
was.
And
I
if you
think.
think he's
Oh
had,
God.
and if you think Edge is having a better run, you can go. You're smoking crack. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to tell you.
You're on something.
And I love Edge.
Yeah.
It's just Christian is. What happens is Christian was always the second guy, and for him
Yeah.
to have this run, I'm so excited for him.
Yeah. But yeah, Christian's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I think his mouth is
Oh,
work on the mic is
he's
just
incredible.
amazing. God, man, what a guy! Great decision to have him on the mic. Then
Yup.
to
Something
wrestle more.
they didn't want to do in WWE.
Exactly.
So why not? Even when he went, I've noticed when he goes to other companies, he like thrives. Because
Yeah,
at TNA, he killed it. I remember when
was.
he went to TNA, and that's why I built so much respect for him. And I was like, Christian Cage is the man. And then when they signed him back, I said, he's gonna kill it. And they sent him to ECW.
Yeah, that was like a bad move to start off with.
He held that stupid silver belt.
I was
And then
gonna bring that up.
he went to SmackDown, won the heavyweight belt, but at a time that no one was watching SmackDown.
That was a weird time with SmackDown. That was a weird time.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was like all like, I don't want to say rejects. It was more like building up the young guys, as you saw.
Yeah.
Like McIntyre was there, Sheamus was there, but it was just a weird time.
It was. Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got Jungle Boy. You got Christian Cage.
Yeah.
Next match on the card: Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Such a random.
I know.
Match.
As I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, it'll be cool, but like, what? It's random. Like, what did the Motor City Machine Guns have to do with it?
Yeah, like I was away when this match was announced.
Yeah,
I
saw
like,
they showed like a video clip of like because what's his name, Sanjay Dutt was like, oh, it's
yeah,
not against us, it's against these two guys, and they showed like a video package. It wasn't even just them talking; it was just like a
like
it
them
looked
fight, like a little like Titantron.
exactly, yeah, a little Titantron, yeah. That's what I thought. I'm like, that's really random to show in the middle of Dynamite. I'm like, you just how they make like a video package or something, be like calling them out, like yo, like a vignette or something. Over
no, but they want that reaction from the crowd, having that reaction.
They could have done something. They could have gotten the same reaction from that video package, I would have been like, oh shit. But I was more
No,
confused
but
with the Titans
they
one.
want they want that sound from the crowd because he was in front of a crowd when he
Yeah,
announced it. Or he was backstage.
it was in the crowd. Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, they want to hear the reaction of the crowd when they showed Motor City. That's why.
yeah. But it was still, I was like, I saw them like, wow, this is
Yeah,
random.
nah, I feel you. Like my brother texted me and he was like, because I wasn't watching. This was when I was in Indy for work, and he was like, "Yo," I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "FTR and Wardlow got a match." I was like, "Oh, cool. Who they fighting?" And he was like, "Jay Lethal and Motor City Machine Guns." I was like,
Yeah. What?
"What?" Like
Yeah.
out of all teams, you
Yeah.
would think maybe like a ROH team. No, fuck it, Motor City. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
cool with it,
that
but it's
pick.
like it's.
It's
I
cool to
hope I
see
hope it
them.
leads to something because I think they're. I could be wrong, but I think they're not in contact with Impact anymore.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know because it's random, but I think I would want them to
It would
have a
be cool
match
to
with
see them.
FTR like, for one of their titles. It'd be great. Just choose anyone.
Maybe they sign an ROH deal.
Yeah, and they bring and they win the ROH titles from
Yeah,
them. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind
and
seeing that in the future Ring of Honor pay per
yeah,
view. Something along the line of that. But yeah, I think it would be cool. I would want to see. I would want to see Jay Lethal and Motor City Machine Guns win this, so they can continue that feud and kind of bring that up in the future
it would be
between the
dope.
teams.
It would be
'Cause that
dope,
would be
but
that would be a match right there.
yeah, but I think it would be dope, but I think Wardlow and FTR winning.
But maybe
I
it's like
love
a
them.
distract. If it's a distraction win, I wouldn't mind. If it's like a clean win, it's like a different story for me.
Yeah, if it's
Because
a distraction leading to something else,
yeah,
go for it.
if it's
If
like
it's not leading nowhere, don't do it. Let
exactly.
Wardlow and FTR win.
Exactly. I was gonna say like if it's not leading to a future storyline, just don't.
But
There's no point of
yeah,
having them win it. Just give it to FTR and Wardlow.
yeah, but that was my first thing when I heard them, and then I thought about it. I was like, maybe they signed a ROH deal.
Maybe
Maybe this is them introducing
other
Motor
time.
City
Yeah,
and FTR, so
yeah,
that down the road, at maybe the next pay per view, we get that title match at ROH show. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that's how my mind goes when I see like random shit like this happen.
yeah. I think I don't want to judge too early. Like if on
Yeah,
Wednesday or maybe in the future they don't bring it up again, if they don't come back,
it
it's
was
like what
probably
was
a
the point?
one-time deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like I hope it does lead to something like for the next Ring of Honor pay per view for the Ring of Honor
yeah,
tag titles because that would make more sense to do that. Especially if Jay Lethal is still involved with both Ring of Honor and AEW, so it
yeah.
makes sense to do that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that honestly.
Facts. I
That
can
would be
see that.
cool. But I got Wardlow and FTR winning this one.
Me too. Me too.
I don't think makes if cleanly specifically
Yeah,
or
yeah.
if it's a distraction. It depends. Like if
Lethal's taking the pin though
yeah, Lethal's taking the pin.
from Wardlow.
Yeah,
From Wardlow.
yeah. For one, and then yeah, it's just I want to see that Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR match. That's
That
like
would be
something that
sick.
kind of hyped me up now. Now
Yeah,
that I
that's
want to
why
see
I'm
it really
hoping
bad.
they signed a deal, but I don't
Yeah.
know what's the deal with Impact, but would be.
Again,
But
like
you never know. They do that working relationship with them. So
yeah, yeah. It's like it was random. Like I love the match. It's definitely gonna be a dream match. But again, like why Motor City Machine Guns have every tag team they've had in
yeah,
AEW.
I know they have a lot of history
Yeah,
leaking with them, um, from
but
their
it's like
time in Impact.
yeah,
So it makes sense. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And from just running the Indies together,
yeah.
and they're boys with the Bucks. So
Oh yeah,
why
that's true.
not?
Yeah,
They
why
would
not?
join that whole X Division tag
Champ.
team
Yeah,
kind of run that was like the Bucks, Kazarian and Daniels,
Daniels. Yeah,
Motor City. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Generation Me, man. Generation Me.
Generation Me.
Never forget that name. Generation.
Yo, there's a ladder match. If you haven't checked it out, just type in Generation Me ladder match on YouTube. They got the
Yeah,
full match. I
it was against
want
Motor
to
City Machine
say it's
Guns.
is it?
I'm pretty sure it was. I think that was their like, or it might have been against Daniels and Kazarian.
I think
One
it's
of those two.
Kazarian.
I thought it was Motor
And
City Machine Guns.
let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Uh
Or it may have been no, it wouldn't have been against Beer Money. They're not even
No, Beer Money was amazing though.
yeah, Beer
Oh,
Money.
there's two of them. There's two of them. There's Motor City versus Generation Me. But the one that I was talking about was the one against Bad Influence, which is
Okay.
Daniels and Kazarian. But they got
Yeah,
both. Check both of them out because they're
yeah,
both amazing.
yeah.
People
Watch
want
both of them.
the Bucks never
That
did nothing in TNA.
yeah,
Watch
they
those
did.
two matches. It was just no one was giving them the time. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? The time
yeah,
of day. Everybody was just looking at them and brushing them off at that moment.
exactly. And look where they are now. Look where they are now.
Exactly.
Now they regret that instantly from the beginning. Yeah, but yeah, I got Wardlow and FTR.
Me
I don't
too.
think that Lethal needs the win, especially if
Yeah,
it's not
nah.
leading to
And
anything.
like I said, he's taking a pin.
Yeah, he's got the pin. Next match, the Casino Ladder match. The winner gets a future AEW World Championship match. Not a tag team. I thought it was a tag team one, but it's a
It,
future World
it makes
Championship.
sense if you look at the lineup.
Yeah, because it's Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Penta, Ray Phoenix, Roosh, Andrade, Dante Martin, and a Joker, which will be
Who
announced
do
tomorrow.
you think is winning?
So this is a tough one because again, the Joker is always up in the air. It could be anybody, like literally anybody. It could be
We
like,
talked about Dante's brother because it makes
yeah,
sense because if you look at the lineup, it's all tag teams except for him.
yeah,
Then other stuff does make sense for it to be other people,
yeah.
which would be sick.
I was gonna say out of the people that are announced, I was gonna say Andrade
I think
because I
so
feel
too.
like he needs that world title opportunity.
I think
Um,
so
even
too, and
though
I think it
even
would be
though
dope.
yeah, even though he's not gonna win it, I think it'd be cool if he gets that big moment for Full Gear, build him up a little bit,
I don't
make him a
know,
more main event guy. If they do that, it'll be a great feud against Mox. Something that he deserved for a while now. So I wouldn't mind Andrade winning this.
but who knows? He might win it. Even
Yeah,
if he wins, he might get the title. Yeah, remember he's got his little crew now with him.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So who knows what could happen?
They turned on Dragon Lee though, so I don't know if he got that person.
Yeah,
Maybe that
but
maybe he's the Joker. Maybe a kind of revenge. He comes out and he becomes the
yeah,
Joker.
I love
But
the or
I
I
was
love
thinking
playing with the Joker. It's just like, what if this
what? Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
What
I,
if this
I was gonna
happened?
say like, especially since Bobby Fish is not with AEW. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if he's not gonna be there
The
anymore.
man made of glass is being difficult. He's probably
Yeah,
gonna go to WWE
probably going to
and
coach
he'll
or
get
something.
lost in the shuffle without a crew.
Yeah,
He's great. Not trying to shit on him, but by himself is kind of tough, especially being older.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And he's so injury prone because
yeah.
he's older. It's kind of tough, but we'll see what happens.
I was gonna say that the Joker might be Adam Cole because
Ooh,
if they're not,
ooh, I like
then
that
if
one.
the trio is not gonna be there anymore, why even put him in the trio picture? Just put
Yeah,
him. And Kyle O'Reilly's injured. He got surgery recently. He's not gonna
yeah,
be around for a while.
I like
So put
that.
him in the singles action. Put
Why not?
him and Mox would be a great feud.
I was gonna play devil's advocate, and of course, just pick MJF.
I
Um,
don't know. Maybe, but
probably not.
not
But
the
I
best time to
love
have him
to
return.
play devil's advocate because that's probably the last person you would think to
Yeah.
be there.
Not the
So
best moment to have him return. Let's just say that. I don't think that's the right moment for him to
why
return. And
not?
I don't.
It's
It's just
so
random.
unexpected. It's
Yeah,
so
but the
random. It's
unexpected.
so random, so unexpected. People aren't gonna be thinking about him. So for the thing to be counting down and his music to play, it's gonna be more like
What?
what? It's gonna be
Yeah.
more like when John Cena showed up at 35. That he didn't get a reaction
Yeah.
because people were like,
What? So like those
what the
nomics?
fuck is
Yeah. Yeah.
happening right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't that no one was happy to see him
Yeah.
because then when he got in the ring while he was rapping, the pop was incredible. It
It
was
was.
just
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
So I think this is probably the perfect way, if he still is with the company, this
Yeah.
is the perfect way because no one's thinking of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People right now are thinking of people that are released, people that from other companies that aren't doing anything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I, I like the Adam Cole one though. But
Yeah.
to play devil's advocate, it would be cool to be like, what the fuck, and him just run in and like win it. Why not?
Who
And
do you got
then
winning this match though? Who do you have winning?
I would love Andrade to win.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
with the lineup, I say Andrade. If it's Cole, Cole will probably win.
I'm surprised they didn't go with the women's battle royal instead of this because they typically do the women's casino battle royal for All Out.
Yeah, but I think right now they got so much going on in the women's that they actually have contenders. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? The men, they actually got to like build up. Like they don't really got like everybody in this match right now. It's kind of like got some fire under them and got some
Yeah.
wins under them. So it's like they're in the hunt. This just pulls them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think the women really needed it, but it would have been cool.
It would have. Yeah. But it was just weird not seeing that match being in
Nah, I
the
feel you.
main battle royal. But still
Yeah.
cool. I still love the ladder match.
Yeah. I still think it's Andrade though. It just
Yeah,
makes so
it
much
has to be.
sense.
Like it would be
Unless
weird. Like
somebody
even though I
blows your mind coming out. You know what I mean?
yeah, we gotta see who that is. I mean, I don't see Roosh winning it. I don't see Wheeler Yuta
No, no way.
winning
No,
it.
I mean either.
Neither the Penta, Dante Martin, or Ray Phoenix.
I,
It'll be
those are all
wild.
up in the air
Yeah, I mean, it'll be
because
wild
they
with
could
Dante
use
Martin
that
winning.
to. It's kind of like a Money in the Bank kind of situation. It could help. It could help build them more up.
Yeah, yeah. But they typically do it quickly though. Not
Yeah.
recently,
Nah,
like
yeah, facts.
not waiting a year like Money in the Bank, but they usually,
It's usually like 2 weeks later. But I think this
exactly.
one they should, like, if it's Andrade, they should wait till the next pay per view
Oh hell yeah! If it
and
is,
build
then
that
might as
shit
well.
up. Build
Instead
it
of
up.
doing it the next like Quake by the Lake.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they should do it a full year regardless.
Yeah,
That'd be the best time to do it if it's Andrade.
it makes sense.
Exactly. That's a big fight feel. That's a big
Yeah,
pay-per-view feel. Might as well do it. But yeah, I got on Andrade. I mean, I'll be excited for whoever comes out with the Joker. Hopefully, it's someone big instead of
yeah,
just like someone who hasn't I don't mind Adam Cole coming back and winning it. Even though he's been kind of active here and there as of late. But um, if it's like a big name, it'll be like who's not signed to the company. That'd be cool.
oh yeah, it will be cool. I don't
So
think
yeah,
they'll win it, but
yeah,
it
I don't
would
think
be
they'll win it,
cool.
but
I
yeah,
still think it should be Andrade.
yeah, it has to be because I
Just
think he
makes
deserves somewhat of an
he
opportunity
deserves it.
before he asks for his release too. I don't
He
know.
deserves it.
Yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
he deserves it. I'll give it to him.
I
I'll
don't
give it to
I
him.
don't know if he would ask for his release.
Maybe I mean I don't know. 'Cause I feel like I don't know. I don't think so either. But it's like
S-
I don't know
they got another superstar. They've building up.
exactly. They
Kind
gotta
of
be
is
someone.
that
They
is
gotta be
kind of
more
like the
contenders.
same. Not he's not the same character, but has so much similarities to him that I don't know where he would fit.
Yeah,
Like if they call Santos up and you get Andrade back, it's cool if you put them in a group together, right?
yeah, yeah.
But they're so similar that it's like I don't know. It's weird. They're
But I
both
think
like leaders
Santos.
of a group,
Yeah, Santos can
both
talk though.
like, and that's why Andrade was released because Vince didn't like that he couldn't cut a promo.
Yeah,
Because why leave him and Zelina together? Right?
yeah.
Why
Why? Yeah,
would
why?
Vince
Yeah,
do
why?
that?
Why not?
Why?
Yeah.
No,
Why would
this
they do
guy
that?
don't know how to talk. Let me take his fucking manager away.
Manager away. Yeah,
Cool. This fucking guy.
yeah.
But yeah, I think Andrade. I think Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade with this one too. Next match, your favorite tag team in the world, are defending their tag team titles, Swerve in Your Glory, Glory versus the Acclaimed. I'm gonna throw a wild card here again. I want the fucking Acclaimed to win.
Hit it,
The
hit
tag
it,
team.
hit it, hit it. Yeah. You know the
Look,
vibes. Wait, hold
hey,
on. Is this way?
by
Is
the
this
way.
way? Yeah, you know the vibes.
Yeah.
Acclaimed is here, baby. I think this is their time.
This is.
This is their time. And if Tony drops the ball, he's a fucking idiot.
exactly.
This is the Acclaim's time.
This is. They're. I think they're the tag
This
team
is
right now
it.
that's getting the most attention right now.
They're the most over
Or tag.
thing
Yeah. In
on
general.
bro. When Bones was injured during
Mm.
Double or Nothing, they came out just to do the little raps with the Ass Boys
Yeah.
with him on the wheelchair.
Yeah.
During commercial or before the show even started at Dynamite, Rampage, and Double or Nothing. And they probably got the biggest pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like not even shown on TV.
And they're baby faces now, which everyone. Literally going by
Yes.
they were talking about. Everyone loves the Acclaim.
Listen,
It makes sense.
Swerving on Glory just won it.
They don't need
But
to hold it.
they don't need it, and they don't need to be a tag team.
They don't need to.
Please get it off of them.
They could be. They could split up.
Please.
They can split up. Like literally, I don't think they. I think this is a time where they. Because I think we talked about this in the past. Where like I think that they're not expecting, they're not really, you know, since like that battle royal moment when Swerve eliminated Keith Lee,
Yes.
and then they were like teasing a heel turn then, but it's like they
Yeah.
won the tag team title, so it's like oh they're just teasing us with this heel turn. It's not actually
Yeah.
happening. I think at this point when now the champions, people are like, oh, they're not gonna split up now. Now's the time to do it. I mean,
The Acclaimed is
what?
here.
Yeah,
Sorry to tell you. So
Yeah,
I
like
tell you.
maybe like they lose, and then after the match, Swerve turns on Keith Lee, or vice versa. Maybe Keith
Yeah.
Lee is the one that turns on Swerve.
You know what? I don't even need them to turn on each other. Just start showing up without each other.
Yeah.
Just go your
Oh,
separate
yeah.
ways. You don't even gotta turn on each other. I'm fine
Okay.
with them not turning on each other because then it leads to a feud with them and all that other. I don't need that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if it
Yeah.
is one to turn, it's gonna be Swerve. But for him to turn on a big guy like that,
It doesn't make
um,
sense.
Keith Lee's gotta be like beat down. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Maybe he gets like a chair and like fucking
Yeah, you gotta do something
beats him
like
up with the
that.
chair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like again, like you said, like I don't think a big guy like Keith Lee is gonna be hard for one man like Swerve to beat him down,
exactly.
unless like I don't think it's gonna happen. But like maybe what if like a
Hit
he starts
row.
like a hit row 2.0. And I don't think not necessarily hit row in WWE coming over. Obviously they're signed to WWE again, but like
him getting a low group.
yeah, not maybe similar to hit row, maybe his
I
own
hope
group
not.
that's not hit row related,
But
like
yeah,
something like that. But I think that they would need
but he
something.
would be the one to turn. He's better as a heel.
Yeah, he is better as a heel.
He's
I think
better as a
everyone loves
heel.
Keith Lee, and it's like, I don't think again. I don't think that's what caused them to lose the match. I think it's like, oh, just
No, no, yeah.
have
I
the acclaimed
think
win cleanly, and
I
then
want
just
the Acclaim to win clean.
I
Like
do
one,
so badly.
2, 3. Come
Yeah,
on, bro. Homegrown talent.
that is so true. I want them to win.
Homegrown talent. Stop relying on these fucking NXT guys that got released. Because guess what? When they get a call from Papa H, they're gonna want to run back.
Yeah,
So let them fucking run back and build up your guys.
exactly. They were great for what they did in AEW.
If
They
you
did
look at
amazing.
it, yeah, if you look at it right now, all the guys that are killing it, Hobbs, Ricky, the Clan, Jungle Boy, they're all homegrown
Homegrown
talent.
talent. Yeah,
Give them the time to shine.
exactly.
It just makes
Doesn't it
sense.
makes sense?
You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean? Especially now that this guy is trying to get all his guys back. Let listen.
You gotta do something. You gotta plan. You need
Let
to have a plan B.
if they want to go, let them go. At least now you're building up your guys.
And if he's struggling to fight, if they're the ones that he loves the most, just build up. This is the perfect opportunity to be like, hey, if they leave, at least I have these people to be like, okay,
Exactly.
I can give the Acclaimed chance to be our next big tag team. I can
Yeah.
give Ricky Starks to be
Let
a
them
next
put them
big heel.
over.
Exactly, exactly. But it's I don't know what he's doing. I just let them do their thing. Let him win. Let him be their best tag team they have, and just go with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That was my whole thing with AEW at the beginning. You gotta build up your guys. Cool at the beginning, you
Exactly,
had to get eyes on it. That's why Jericho was champion.
exactly.
You know what I mean? I
But
understand that.
we have eyes on it already.
Now eyes are on you. Now you start building your talent, man. You
Use your
want to
own
get your
guys.
talent to a point that Triple H is calling for them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Not calling for these other NXT guys that his father-in-law didn't believe in. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Let Bearcat go back if he wants to. Build up your young guys.
Bearcat go back. Yeah,
Yeah. Listen. You can't be mad. People want to go back. You know what I mean? That was where
exactly.
they
If they
were.
want to go back, let them want to go back instead of be like, oh, we're gonna force you into this storyline for another few months.
Yeah. Like
Just let them go.
cool.
This is a
Yeah.
business.
Like exactly. Like
At the end of
and
the
like
day,
I
let them go
talked
where they want to
about,
work.
AEW's not at par with their competition.
Yeah,
They are alternative brand. You know what I mean? But build your own homegrown
guys.
guys
Yeah,
up. Did you see also people were tight because Triple H called NXT developmental?
yeah,
Because he was like, "Oh yeah, they beat out developmental. Good for them." And I was like, "Weren't you the one 2 years ago that said this was a third brand? Get the fuck
yeah,
out of here,
yeah.
Triple H." But I laughed about it because I was like, "You gotta," because when you went up against them, you showed that it was developmental. You kind of changed everything. They fuck. I blame it on NXT. They fucked up. Like I said, they started doing more skits. They try to like compete with them. Just do your
Yeah,
thing. You were the one that went on 3 weeks ahead of time after like to try to take the audience away. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just take the L, and then that's why it became developmental because you try to change too much shit.
Exactly,
And
exactly,
developmental, if you want to call it developmental was the best fucking brand you had, and now it's
exactly.
fucking
Thrown away.
it's
Yeah,
away.
but
It's away.
it's a
And all you guys
way.
are dispersed in the indies and in other companies.
Exactly.
It was the best thing going, and y'all fucked it up. And that's why I still iffy on the Triple H. It's cool, guys are showing up, but after a while, it's kind of like AEW. After a while, the surprises are like, okay, now there's too many guys. Like now you got too much. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just giving
But
those
no,
guys jobs again. Just like
but
this.
no one wants to have that conversation.
Exactly.
Because even when AEW was happening, we talked about it. I was like, yo, they're bringing in a lot of guys. People are going to get lost in the shuffle. Then they bought ROH and I was like, all right, maybe they'll split it up. Nothing.
Haven't done that either.
Yeah,
but
so it's like, is the same thing going to happen down the line with WWE?
yeah.
Signing all these guys and then they're just going to be lost in a couple months?
Yeah. That is
It's
true.
weird. It's like one of those things that if you sign somebody, you got to have a plan for them.
Exactly. At least
Like
do something.
Swerve and
Keith, they just put them
Lee.
together from the start.
They
It
put
was
them
like,
together. They gave them the belts. It was the plan. Did people like it? Yeah. Does it have to run for a long time? No. You know what I mean? Like maybe a plan was, yo, let's give you the belts and then y'all go your separate ways.
yeah.
Right? And I
Yeah.
think that's what should happen. I think the fucking Acclaim should win the
They
belts.
should win. They should win, and they need to win this.
What?
If they don't, I'm gonna fucking riot. I'm gonna go all the way to Chicago.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bad call if they don't win.
God, I hope they do.
Bro, they had one of the longest lines at the Double or Nothing Fan Fest shit.
Really?
Because they just showed up. It wasn't announced. It was just like they were at one of the side ones. They weren't like at one of the paid ones.
Yeah.
And they had a long ass line.
Dang.
So long that Ortiz went around the line to take pictures with people because they were waiting so long.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Bro, give them the fucking
They
they were in and Bones was injured during this. And they're still the most over shit. And now they're back. This is the time to do it.
Man, the perfect time to do it.
This is their big moment.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I swear to God, they lose. I'm gonna shut off.
This is one of the matches I'm most hyped for. And it's because of that. Because I think this is their time.
It is their time. Yeah, it's been their time. But this
imagine them coming out in Queens as champions.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
And I think Bowens is from Jersey.
He's from Jersey. I think Max Cass is from Long Island.
Yeah, because he trained under Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a moment that would be.
Exactly.
Two guys from the area coming in as champions. What a moment that would be.
Yeah.
I think that would be sick.
It would be. I'll be excited for that. As champ, they'll probably get the most hype there. It's clean.
Yeah, this is their time.
It is. Yeah.
This is their time.
Makes sense.
And Tony, you better not fuck it up.
You better be listening to this.
And you know what? Tony. And if you do fuck it up, you better at least give it to them in North Ash.
Oh yeah, that's the backup. Yeah,
because that would be even crazy.
That would be crazy.
But
get the rematch.
I
Maybe
think
they lose
All Out in front of everyone, in front of, like I said, this is their mania.
A bigger stage.
Yeah. This is the time to do it.
Makes more sense. Yeah, I would agree with that. If not, then Arthur Ashe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Acclaim gotta win this. The Acclaim gotta win this.
Gotta.
Next match is Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. It's a tough one to give to.
Powerhouse. I love Ricky. I love Ricky, but they got build up. I think Ricky could take a loss, and that's why he's been winning so much on TV lately because he's
yes. I mean,
I think that's we haven't seen Hobbs that much.
Exactly. You haven't seen him wrestle either. I was gonna say like the only match he lost was the FTW title match, but then like every other match
they shook hands.
Yeah. So I think Powerhouse Hobbs winning this was like, okay, give it to him, build him up more.
Build him up.
Maybe this could be like a story that can last for another few months. Maybe Full Gear, they get like another rematch where it's like a bigger stake. Like
or down the line for a belt, you bring back the rivalry.
Yeah. Maybe you have like
I think Wardlow versus Hobbs is money.
Oh, every big man versus Wardlow is gonna be a big money.
No, that is money. Luchasaurus and Wardlow is cool. Hobbs and Wardlow is money.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Because those two guys could go. Those two guys could go.
Was it at Revolution when they had the ladder match, but they were like face to face a few times?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that was.
I'm telling you, bro, that's a match right there. Big guy matches are money.
Yeah.
But Luchasaurus and Wardlow, cool.
Yeah.
Wardlow and Hobbs would be amazing.
It would be. Oh,
that could have some hype behind it. I think that happens down the line. And I think at a big show. It can't just happen on random ass Dynamite. That's a big fight feel. That's a big fight feel. Nah, not that close.
No,
I think they wait for a while.
Winter is coming.
A while.
A while more Revolution.
like a double or nothing.
Oh
You
wow.
gotta
Okay.
build up Hobbs. You gotta build him
Yeah.
up. Gotta get him to
Yeah.
that level. And then maybe like around December they start getting like being in each other's way.
Yeah.
And then that's when the storyline starts to kick off the new year. And then double or nothing, you got like the big title match. Wardlow and Hobbs. Who you give it to,
Ooh.
that's the question. But they're both gonna be coming in powerful. So whoever does win, whoever does lose, doesn't really lose because
Affect
it's
them. Yeah.
still, yeah, they're still gonna be insane.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I talked about with WWE and the women's with Raquel and Rhea. You bring
If
them
whoever
both in,
wins, it doesn't.
bring
Yeah.
them both in as monsters, and whoever loses doesn't really lose. You know what I mean? It's just
I think Powerhouse, like they're both more of homegrown talent, but I think Powerhouse Hobbs is more the homegrown than Ricky Starks is. Because
yeah,
yeah, I think they started at the same time, but Powerhouse didn't really have much experience outside of AEW more
yeah,
than Ricky Starks did. So I
facts,
think the growth of popularity of Powerhouse Hobbs was more impressive in my opinion than Ricky Starks was. Even though I
definitely.
love both, but I think Powerhouse Hobbs would deserve and benefit this more, especially if you like you said like the plan with the TNT Championship against Wardlow makes more sense.
Exactly.
So I would give it to Powerhouse this
Me too.
victory.
And that's why I've
Um,
been saying like that. I think that's why Ricky has been winning on TV
yeah,
lately a
yeah,
lot because even though if he takes this loss, it's like yo, Hobbs is
he
a
has
big
wins.
ass
Yeah.
dude. Like
Yeah, what are you gonna
that
do?
was
How
a
are you gonna
tall,
stop?
yeah, but it will be neck and neck until the end. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be a
like a
great match.
squash. It's not gonna be
Oh
like a
yeah,
squash match. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a
yeah.
great fucking match.
I think that's gonna be like the match because a lot of Ricky Starks matches are amazing. A lot of his
He's
matches are like on your feet.
awesome,
I
bro.
think that match against Danhausen one, not Danhausen. It was the Hook match. That was what got him
Yeah,
like really big. There was another match that I'm forgetting
you
that he
don't
had
like him
recently.
versus Danhausen.
Man,
You don't like that one? You don't like that match?
it
That was
was a funny
awesome, that
match.
pro.
It was
I
awesome. It
love
was.
that.
Yeah, when he mocked it, that was funny. But like, yeah, it was a great match, but it was a squash match, which
No,
is
yeah,
meant
but
to
him
happen.
versus Hook
But
was
yeah,
dope. All
yeah,
his matches are sick.
I think there was another I forgot which match it was. It may have been the Hook one. But I think there was another match where the crowd was going crazy over Ricky Starks. And I'm like, that's the type of vibes that
Yeah,
he gets. Every match
yeah,
he's in, he goes crazy. And it's like that's what he needs to do.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's a
I
fact.
got Powerhouse with this one though. I think Ricky
Me
Starks
too.
can afford this loss over Powerhouse, and
Exactly.
Powerhouse needs this.
Yeah,
But yeah, you got Powerhouse too?
me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
last
Ricky. Ricky's my guy, but
same.
Powerhouse is taking this one. You got to build him up.
Yeah, same here. I love Ricky Starks, but build up Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um
Wardlow and him, man. That's the match.
What Big E said, what was he said like the meat was the meat. What did Big E say? I
Oh,
forgot.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. Fuck, I can't think of it right
yeah.
now,
Me
but I
neither.
know
I'm
what
like,
you're talking about.
yeah. Like the two big ass men in the company are like going at it.
No, yeah.
But yeah, last two matches of the night, the card, the Elite versus Dark Order trios titles.
Can, can I just tell
Hangman's
you
gonna be
something real
yeah,
quick? Can I just tell you something real quick?
go off.
I was mad that they gave away the finish of both these matches.
Why?
I don't know if I don't know. We had this conversation, but I had this conversation with my brother. And once we saw Dark Order was doing it, and then the Bucks asked Paige, and he said no. We said t- either if it's either 10 or Uno that's um teaming for Dark Order, they're gonna get injured, and Paige is gonna end up. What happens Wednesday? We find out 10 is injured, and Paige is like, "I'll be on your team." Right there, right when he said that, that gave away the main event of Dynamite, and it gave away Rampage's match. Why not have 10 announce his injury at Rampage and have
Yeah,
Paige come out to a pop? Why did you give away your main event for that night? Because
it wasn't even the main event. It was the
we
first match
knew.
of Rampage.
No, I'm saying main event of
Oh,
Dynamite
Dynamite.
because
Okay,
they
sorry.
announced it before um the Elite for
Osprey and
yes oh my god I can't
Aussie
think of
Open,
their I can't
United
think of
Empire,
their team name.
United
What's the
Empire.
team name? Yes, you gave away the finish because we knew down the line Paige is gonna interact with the Elite.
Yeah,
We kind of knew the Elite were gonna win, but you definitely gave it away by announcing that Paige was gonna be the Dark Order's partner, and you gave away the match for Rampage of them versus Best Friends. You knew for a
yeah.
fact Best Friends was not winning. So you fucked it up. I hated that they did that. But it's gonna be a cool match.
It is, yeah. It's gonna be a big moment. Like it's like
Uh,
Hangman versus their old team. It wasn't
yeah.
intentional, but who knows?
Who
Like
you got?
I just like it because, like I said, it's like in the beginning they were
Oh
seeming
no,
like they
I
were
love the
cool again.
storyline. Yeah,
Yeah. But again, it wasn't like he was planning on joining the team. It just happened to be that Ten and
yeah,
Evil Luna are injured. Um, but again, it's like, yeah, I agree with you on that part. This kind of gave it away. It would have
yeah.
been
I was
more
like,
sense if if like maybe even at All Out, if
yeah,
like 10 just came up and nowhere. You see like a backstage segment in the beginning of the night, like
yeah.
10's
I
on his
just
crutches.
thought Rampage more because then it gives you the effect that at least Page was in the tournament. Because
Yeah,
then you just have him come in for the final and kind of looks bad. So
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
at least if he had one match, but you could have announced at the beginning of Rampage.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that
You
is
didn't
true.
have to
That is true.
do it and give away your main event of that night and the winner of the Rampage match.
How shocking would it be if Hangman and Dark Order won?
Not
In
shocking
today's
at all. They're my pick, unless
Really?
each turns. But I think Dark Order wins. I think they deserve it.
Yeah,
I think they fucking
yeah.
deserve it.
I know they're gonna get. There's like a bigger chance the Elite was gonna win. I was gonna say the Elite was gonna win it because I feel like that's like the predictable choice. But
It is predictable if they win, it's
again,
gonna be like we knew it. But if Dark
yeah,
Order wins, it's not shocking. It is shocking, but not really, because it's like they deserve it.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? They've been killing it for a while.
Then it's like, yeah, then that's when the Elite turns heel again, and it's like the big babyface versus heel team. It's like, yo, we trusted you, Hangman. You came in last minute. Why would you betray us like that? It's like
Because that
you
would be
helped us.
crazy. That would
Yeah,
be cool if that happened. The Elite got together, but it's like give it to
yeah.
Dark Order, man. Let that happen down the line. Maybe
And
at the
that
rematch.
especially
Maybe
now
at the
since like
rematch that happens.
maybe especially since like Adam Cole and Bobby Fish O'Reilly is not really like together in the AEW. It's like makes sense to turn the Elite back to being heels again.
Yeah.
Don Callis is still with them. Why that doesn't make sense to have him at their baby faces since
Well, they
everyone hates
aren't
Don.
technically baby faces.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
just
but
that
everyone's cheering for
Kenny
them.
came back, so
Yeah,
people are cheering.
that's what's giving them babyface vibes. It's like
Yeah.
Kenny Omega came back, and it's like cool.
Yeah.
But if you want another heel trio, turn them back heel. I mean, there's Adam, like I said, Adam Cole's group is
Exactly.
gone. They don't have a heel trio group anymore. Besides House of Black,
Yeah.
turn them baby faces. I mean, turn them heel. Then keep Adam Page and Dark Order the baby faces that win.
Exactly.
Then keep going that way. But yeah, I think I actually want to change my mind now and go with Hangman and Dark Order for
Yeah,
this one.
I just think they deserve it, man.
Yeah, they do.
After
They do.
all they've done to stay consistent,
Yeah,
and I think they're the most consistent group
trios. Yeah,
in AEW.
they have
Not
been. Yeah,
only with matches, but popularity wise, they've never had a time that's like fuck the Dark Order.
yeah.
Every time that music hits, the place
Everyone.
goes nuts. Everybody
Yeah,
does the fucking thing. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
makes sense.
It does.
They're
It does.
killing it. They're killing it. They've been killing it. Give them a reward for killing it. I wish it was with 10,
Yeah,
but you had to make the big fight feel and make it, oh, who's gonna win? Is Paige gonna go with the Elite and turn on Dark Order? Is he gonna stay true to the Dark Order? So you needed that. But would have been cool
yeah,
for them to could have been cool with Hangman in their corner. He didn't
yeah,
have to fight with them. It would have been cool with them in his corner. But it is what it is. I think they deserve it. I'm going with Dark Order.
yeah. Me too. I think you changed my mind on that. It's definitely Dark Order for me too.
Yeah. I think it just
They
makes sense.
deserve it.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Now on to the last match, main event for the AEW World Championship: Jon Moxley versus CM Punk Part 2. I don't know what to say in this match, honestly.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you
I don't know.
my prediction right now. I don't know.
I
I
don't know
don't
either.
know. And I love that we don't know.
And
And it's
again,
not predictable.
people gonna say Jon Moxley because he just won it, but it's like that doesn't matter. I mean, Punk could win it.
In Chicago,
Yeah, it still go both ways. It's like
he didn't get to have his run. Who
and
knows?
yeah, people are definitely gonna say, "Oh, MJF gonna come out." I don't think so. Um, don't be mad if he doesn't. I mean, if he doesn't
I
come
wouldn't
out
be.
or
I
show
would
up,
not be
it's not
mad.
their fault. Yeah, I would not be mad. No one said he was coming back. We don't know what that situation is.
And
He
that's
could
why
still not want to go back. But if he doesn't, don't be
so
mad.
dope. That'd be so dope if he does. But if
Yeah,
he
it'd be cool.
doesn't,
But it's like if he
doesn't
doesn't, just don't.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No one said he was coming back. He may
No.
not want
Yeah.
to go back.
But would be dope.
It would be cool.
But that match is gonna fucking kill.
It would be.
I
Yeah.
really don't know.
This is
And I
I was
haven't
gonna
said that in a while.
yeah, me
I
neither.
don't
Me
know. I
neither.
don't have a prediction. I
I-
know it's gonna be a fucking dope ass match. I just don't know what's gonna
This past
happen.
Wednesday, we were watching when we were live doing the bracket. And that
Yeah.
whole scene, like right after we were finished with the
Yeah,
bracket,
after we finished, we were watching it and we're like,
yeah,
what
that
the fuck?
promo with Ace Steel was like shit. You really
That
got me
promo made
hyped.
me want to run through a wall, man. I was like,
Yeah,
let's fucking go.
I wanted to
And
watch. Like, I want to do another podcast right out there. But like, let's do another one. I don't know what we're talking about. Let's do another podcast.
yeah, I was like, yo,
It
let's
gave me a lot of.
fucking.
It gave me an adrenaline. I'm like,
Yeah, I
I'm
was like,
even
let's
excited.
make another fucking
Fucking
bracket. Let's go. We're
yeah,
gonna
let's
go
go.
live.
Yeah,
But
let's
that
do it all
shit
over
was
again.
that shit
But like,
made
yeah,
me that
it's
one promo made me hyped for the main event.
yeah,
Because we talked about before we went live when we did the bracket before AEW started, and we're like, oh, we heard it's gonna be the rematch. I don't know how I feel
yeah,
about that. I don't know how entertaining that will be. That promo alone got me hyped for it.
yeah. It did. It
That
did.
shit got me hyped for it, and I
It
can't
did.
wait for the match. And I don't know.
Me
I'm gonna
neither.
leave it like that. I can't make a prediction,
I mean, I don't know. This is like it
and
left
there's
me.
so much shit that could happen.
That was the thing that's making me. Like, there's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of possibilities. If Moxley wins, this can happen. If Punk wins, this can happen.
It's kind of like the same thing with Clash at the Castle later today. It's like
Yeah,
main event. There's so much shit that could happen. What's gonna happen? You just gotta watch
yeah.
and see.
Gotta
So it's
watch.
kind
Yeah,
and it's dope that we have a weekend and that two of the companies have main events that are unpredictable. This is what we need more in wrestling. Not
yeah,
more like, of course, there's people that are on both sides and be like, oh, Moxie's definitely winning. Oh, CM Punk's in Chicago, he's definitely winning. And then there's also like in WWE, Roman's not dropping the title. McIntyre's in UK, he gotta
yeah.
win. Da 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 da. So
But
it's
there's so many
like
possibilities that can happen for both main events.
in both main events, and it's so awesome that
Mhm.
this is happening right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not picking no one. I don't know,
I'm gonna say the same thing. I know
but
we've get on
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
enjoy
things.
it. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy it.
yeah. I'm gonna enjoy it. That's the thing. It's gonna. We've agreed on a lot of. We've agreed on a lot of matches in this card, but like this is
Yeah.
one of the ones that like I think. I don't know. I don't
We're
know if a lot
also
of people are.
agreeing. We don't know.
Yeah, we
we
don't know.
don't know.
I
It's
really don't know. This is such a like, but I don't even know what the word is.
it's so unpredictable
unpredictable. Yeah, it's like it can go both
because
ways. Many things will happen. We don't know what's gonna
exactly.
happen.
There's so much shit that could
Yeah,
happen, and it's so dope.
it's so awesome.
I can't wait for it, man.
Exactly.
I can't wait for today too.
I know, me too. I know it's less than a half hour till Clash of the Castle starts,
Yeah,
but
we were like, this is gonna be a quick one, and then we
yeah,
just went so many
or
tangents.
yeah,
But you know what? It was
almost
a
an
good
hour and a half.
discussion. It was a
It
good
was a good one.
conversation.
It was a good one.
We haven't talked about AEW in depth like this for a while, so it was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then after Clash, we gotta go in depth about both these pay-per-views too.
Oh yeah, eventually,
Oh man,
eventually.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess we could wrap it up there.
Yes, sir.
There was not much to say for the main event. It's still
No,
also something that we haven't done either. For the main event, we haven't said much because we don't know what to say.
We don't.
That's how
know.
speechless this main event is.
No,
Like that's a
I'm
this
telling
never
you,
happened ever.
no.
We went in.
Well,
on the
We've
McIntyre,
had a prediction for everything.
but
For
this one is
all the
like not.
prediction
I can't.
episodes we've done for what the last 2
2
years.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, going off topic. What's today's date? Today's the 3rd, right? On the
Yeah.
9th next week will be 2 years since the podcast started.
You know the
So
fucking vibes, baby.
yeah, it'll be 2 years. So
Yes,
I think
sir.
this week will be like the 2-year anniversary episode.
That's awesome.
I don't know, but yeah, we just talk about wrestling. Anyways, but yeah, for the main event for the past 2 years, we haven't really said anything like this for a main event
Yeah.
for a prediction.
We've
episode.
never been left like
It's
we don't know.
unpredictable.
We
Yeah.
always have a prediction,
Yeah,
or we always have a storyline of what could happen, or what could happen after if somebody
yeah.
wins. Or this, I just don't know.
Don't know. Yeah, I don't know, and I like that about this.
It's
That's a
so
good
much
thing.
up in the air. I
Yeah,
feel like a kid again. I
yeah.
feel like a kid without like I'm not checking dirt sheets for the next
Exactly.
2
It's like
weeks.
with before
I'm
social media
trying.
days. We don't know what the
I'm trying to stay off of Twitter
yeah.
because that's where I get all. That's where I see shit. Like I'm not one of those people that go online and be like pro wrestling news. I just shit pops up on Instagram and Twitter for me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best to stay off of that because
Yeah,
I
me
know
too.
people are gonna start.
Say something, yeah.
Leave it
That's
for the
how-
bloggers.
Yeah.
Leave it for the bloggers. If you read something, you don't need to repost it. How about that? Let's
Yeah,
talk
exactly,
about that.
exactly.
You don't need to repost every fucking thing. Let
Yeah.
people enjoy shit. And I'm
Exactly.
gonna enjoy it this weekend.
Exactly. This week is gonna be so
It's
hyped.
gonna be
So hyped
sick.
this weekend.
So sick.
Yeah. So we can just wrap it up here, I
Yeah.
guess. Thanks for everyone who joined in earlier for this live stream.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna go back to our weekly scheduled programming, pre-recording our episodes and being released every Friday afternoon at 12:30 p.m. Eastern
Yes,
Standard
sir.
Time. But we just wanted to do 3 live episodes this week.
It was a special
Specifically,
week. It was a
it was a
special
big
week.
week. That
Yeah.
was a big week. So, weekly scheduled programming next Friday afternoon. We're going to try to release another episode, a pre-recorded episode. So, thanks for all for joining in episode 88, our All Out Prediction episode. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, Joel. Gino will be back this week, and we will see you guys next time.
Gotcha.
Catch ya.